beating their hearts, turning their heads this way and that way. So touched. When you listen to the word of God, I repeat again, do you feel ever touched by the word of God? Do you feel ever challenged by the word of God? Does the word of God call on you the need to change? Or as St. James says, you are among those, I'm among those who are listeners but never doers of the word of God. Some of us listen very attentively. It gets in through one ear and not through the other ear. As soon as we step out of the door of the church, somebody asks you, what was preached today? Hey, Father really preached. Father really preached. And what did he say? He really preached. And what did he say? He really preached. You don't remember anything he preached. And how can you practice what you don't remember? How can you practice what you don't remember? Remember the word of God. Don't be like Herod. Herod who killed John the Baptist. Herod arrested John the Baptist because he had taken his brother's wife, Herodias. And John told him off, it is wrong to take your brother's wife, and he's alive. And because the wife pushing the husband, who is the king, he arrested John, put him in prison. And then in prison there, Herod respected John as a righteous man, a holy man, a man of God. He still felt it in his heart. And you even go to the jail there, listen to John preaching. But the sexual lust for his brother's wife would never make him change. The authority of power, the lust for power, would never make him change. Even when the time comes to defend John, when the girl of Herodias asked him to kill John the Baptist, the lust for power, pride, prestige, his authority makes him say, I'll kill him. I can't lose my power before these dignitaries, before these big people. I can't. What prohibits you from doing the word of God? You listen very well. But now you're listening very well. But why don't you do? Which Herodias is in your life? Which Herodias is in your life? Which authority, which power is in your life? What control is in your life that makes you not cry, that makes you not change? What is hindering you from changing? Let's be like the Blessed Virgin Mary. When the angel tells her what is so hard to believe, that as a poor human being, she wants to conceive first without a husband, without a man. Impossible. Naturally impossible. And secondly, give birth to God, Son of God, God Himself. She couldn't understand. But she says, here I am. Let what you have said be done to me. That's surrender. May we surrender to the word of God. It's very wrong when Matthew went on, put it off. Very wrong. Let us be like the Blessed Virgin Mary, to surrender in the hands of God and say, here I listen to your word. I want to do it. I have this Herod. I have this Herodian. This lust in my life. I have this weakness in my life. For Herod, it was Herodian. For me, it's what? For it is what? Whatever it is. Put aside. It is pride. Put aside. It's laziness, prolonging. I'll change it later. No, leave that aside. Go and ask the priest, what, Father, what should I do? What I desire, I believe very, very surely. You all desire holiness. You all desire to be close to God. You all desire to go to heaven. And at the same time, you know exactly what keeps you away. You feel weak, like Herod before Herodias. You feel weak to cry. You feel weak to be humble. You feel weak to say no to that Herodias. Can't I say enough, or this is enough? I'm turning to God.